Welcome back to Cactus Plays Astronaut Academy. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And yes, I know what I said. So, anyways, last time...
Oops.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, melon bread.
Can't you go back? Wasn't there a way to go back?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
And now we're back here.
Okay.
It's all just a shambles.
Okay, so last time we started kind of playing, because we recorded this all at once last time.
Yes.
So we started playing, we play Hana, which is nice, and I like her a whole lot. And Mai is the loudmouth one that we apparently cannot seduce, and I'm upset about that.
Yes.
You let me down, Asagao Academy. Then we had Satchback, whose everything is copacetic.
And his real name is Satchel. Satchel Drakes.
Yeah.
So, I knew that too, and I was just like, I know his real name, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, I really like him.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten all the voices that we've done.
That checks out.
As usual, we guarantee no consistency or quality. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, well, let's continue.
Alright, so,
I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people, searching for the now familiar sight of Maya's red hair.
Where is she?
I couldn't see her anywhere, and there were almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other. Fuck me. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food, and splitting the cost for sodas. That's it. Suddenly, I felt very obvious and very alone. You got a problem with Mad World?
No.
Alright.
It's alright. I mean, suddenly you also felt very obvious, so it's okay.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Isn't there anywhere I can sit?
Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general.
A fine spaghetti?
He was having a hard time with it. I forgot about short-haired Brutal Moose, and I don't like it.
Yeah, he needs the long floofy hair.
His long hair is much like mine, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
I feel a kinship with Brutal Moose. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. ... Well, no wonder. He was eating his spaghetti with a spoon.
That sounds like Brutal Moose.
That does sound like him. That is true. I could see him doing exactly that thing. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket just like the normal Boots Clubs, but different. A golden gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club, or maybe he was friends with them?
Hey!
What?
Hana!
Hana!
Oh, Mai.
Mai appeared between me and the boy, who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti. Thank goodness I found you. I saved a table for you in the back.
Oh.
I looked at the boy, and then back at Mai.
The back at the boy, the back at Mai.
Yeah.
The back at me. I'm on a horse.
Come on. She grabbed my shoulder rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room.
Hey, what's wrong?
Wow.
You are so lucky I got here when I did. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name's Ian. He was from the Hidden Block Club.
The Hidden Block Club?
Yeah, the rival club of the Normal Boots. He's really weird. I mean... She looked around her to make sure no one was listening in, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. Sorry, the cafeter.
Yes, there you go.
He speaks in Comic Sans.
That bastard.
Yeah.
What do they have against Ian? What the fuck?
Well, Hidden Block is the rivals.
So? Whoa.
Yeah, it'd be weird to... It'd be
weird to stay away from him.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it'd be better to stay away from him, especially since you've already gotten to know some of the Normal Boots guys.
What are you talking about? I only just met Jean today.
Jean?
Yeah, Jean Valjean.
Haha, yeah, right. I saw the way PPG was staring at you. He totally likes you.
Really?
Okay. Is that what you thought it was?
Either Mai was blind, or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally! It was so cute, just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. That is a perfect manga.
That sounds about right, yeah. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, or if it's Mass Effect, you fight aliens together and then you fall in love.
Right, and that's the correct order to do things.
I agree.
Mass Effect got it right.
Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So, now that you're getting good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared?
Ah,
Turns out, my mushmouth, much like me.
sounds good.
Oh, was that what she was getting at? This fucking thirsty bitch?
Yeah, she wants to be completed.
A hot flash of doubt seized me. I'm an old woman now. Was it possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the normal boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining and eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea.
I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What?
Well, her what was a lot shorter than that. What? Why would you think that?
Well,
He was glaring at me.
Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle!
Wait, a triangle now?
I can see it. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. PBG, I can't. But Hana, I'd love you. But
PBG.
my maidenhood.
What the fuck? Where are you going with this?
I slammed my fork onto the table. Mai looked pleased with herself. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair.
Bitch, I will knife you. That's not fair at all.
I beg to differ.
Still.
I searched my mind, eager to change the subject.
That was an impressive scenario.
My, this is an interesting scenario.
Oh my maidenhood.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever the fuck that means. Oh yeah, what?
You don't know what that means?
I know what virginity is.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Who calls it their maidenhood?
People who are into Game of Thrones.
Fuck, those are real people.
Those
now,
are a
aren't
lot
they?
of real people.
God damn it. How dare you make a good point?
What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. Similar to what I just said.
Okay.
Mai laughed nervously. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated?
She's the one that fell on her face.
Yeah, she did. She did fall on her fucking face. Mai told the story of her past friendship with this girl, like they were eternal arch nemeses. Apparently, they had some bad blood. Well, you should get some new ones then.
Yeah.
I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together. As I headed towards the door, though, Mai hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back at the dorm.
Oh, need some help?
No, I'm totally okay. I'm just going to go get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
See you later.
Okay, see you in class.
I waved, and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed back to Poppy Hall.
Brutal Moose was just still there, stabbing spaghetti with a spoon.
Yeah, that does sound right.
Look, we have to find a video of him doing that.
He probably has done that.
Yeah, that's...
Large groups of 7 or 8 people were laying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch on the lawn. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it, after all.
Because it's the Satch Man.
I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat on the windowsill, and he jerked off when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, too, so I couldn't tell who he was. No, I know who that is.
Hello. I'm sorry. Did I bother you?
The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. A normal boots jacket. I'm sorry, a normal Nether boots jacket? This guy. He was Shane from the Normal Boots Club.
Do I know Shane?
He's from Did You Know Gaming, but he's in like all of the seasons of Madness. He's a British guy.
Oh.
Yeah. How on earth did this keep happening to me? How could this happen to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, then turned to look at me. Yo, the new girl. I nodded.
My name is Hana. It's nice to meet you.
He nodded. Shane. Whoa. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it! I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it.
Good times. You have boots.
Shane looked at me, unsmiling.
You're part of the Normal Boots Club?
Yes, I am. Why? You guys are going to have to be prepared for my bad British accent.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm going to love it so much.
It's better than Ian McShane's. He spoke as if it was a challenge, almost glaring at me.
Don't believe us? Go watch Hellboy. Or better yet, don't.
Don't go watch Hellboy. Don't do it.
I just saw your jacket, so...
I trailed off.
The jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large amphibious reptile.
No, that's the president's job. Thank you.
Are reptiles amphibious? I think that amphibians are different from reptiles.
They are.
So, this bitch, she needs to go to science class and stop staring at men.
Right?
I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't on to me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it?
I really don't care about him.
I was hoping that we'd end up shipping with Shane, but fine.
Why do you want us to ship with Shane?
Because I think he's cool, and I think he's probably got good stuff here. I don't know.
Look, I'm a Satchbag girl.
Alright, okay. You're a Satchbag girl. What do you want to do?
I want to give him his space.
I chewed my lip and opened up my book, finding the page I ended on the night before. Shane's stare still stung. Wow. Hot on the side of my face. He wasn't looking away. I stared at the page of my book, rereading the same sentence without grasping any of what it said. Finally, a small group of girls seemed to enter the classroom, and Shane looked away. The atmosphere was broken.
Shane's a fucking creeper, dude.
I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke with him, but PPG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal.
It's fine for Boots.
It is fine for Boots. I waited for Mai to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her what happened. You know, what you do if you're Boots is you hang out with a girl named Dora, and you go on an adventure. And in order to summon the map, you get the song, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. It was written by
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm picking up where you're going.
That's how the song goes.
Pretty okay. Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Dora the Explorer.
Oh yeah, the map in there. It comes out and it's like, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map.
I just know they do the swiper no swiping thing.
Yeah.
Which is mean, because his name is Swiper.
I know, he's going against his better nature.
Yeah.
I waited for Mai to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her what happened. But when the bell rang and Miss Shizuka started teaching, Mai still hadn't come. That bitch.
Yeah.
Class came and went, the bell rang, and I was alone. PBG stared at me the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in a perma-frown, I would never know.
Oh, nice perma-frown.
Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as they left the classroom, and the other students paired up around me.
Hey, Mimi, would you like to engage in a casual discourse this evening? Who's Mimi?
I don't remember.
Wasn't Mimi kind of like the Kumatora?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course. But why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fucking voices were. I'm done. Nope. I forgot that was...
Yeah, well, the game just stopped anyway, so...
Yeah.
I stuffed my book into the backpack and headed to the dorm.
My Bloody Mary was kind of strong at the movie theater.
Well, you need to keep drinking, then.
I do need to keep drinking.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
With a sigh, I unlocked the door to my dorm room.
Hey, booze.
I will cover all voices until he comes back. As soon as the door opened, I heard...
Hana!
What? What? Mai and I lay in a heap on the floor.
Nice.
I'm so glad you're back. What did you do?
The cork
You
just
ripped your
broke.
cork in half? On the fucking wine bottle, you stupid fuck?
I didn't mean to do it.
She wrapped her hand her arms around my head and nuzzled me. What are you doing? Come on, look! She got off me and helped me to my feet. Without Mai's face filling my vision, I saw that something had changed. Oh my goodness! The dorm room looked nothing like it had before. The posters and fairy lights were still up, but now the windows had light pink curtains on it that cast a warm haze around the room. I prefer a purple haze myself. A brand new white carpet was on the floor. Pillows were piled high in a mountain on the top bunk of the bunk bed. This bitch skipped class to redecorate their room, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fucked up. Even our chairs had been replaced with new cushy leather ones.
What happened here?
Sorry, I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this would come in yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up for a big surprise. I'm still not done yet, though. She gestured to some small potted plants arranged in neat rows on her desk. Want to help?
Yeah.
Do I ever?
We finished setting the room up, switching a few objects here and there in order to better facilitate the Feng Shui, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important.
It's not.
Yeah, Animal Crossing people sure tell you that too, and it don't matter. She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with reds and pinks and coupled items, though for whatever reason I wasn't sure.
Do they really?
Yeah, because you get like judged on your house's decorating, and people are just like, well, Feng Shui is something important, you know, you got like red in this corner or something. I never cared about it. I never cared about the HHA anyway, though, so whatever.
What's the HHA?
The Happy House Academy. They judge your house and give you a point score, and if you do well enough, then they give you free stuff.
That's too real life for me. Okay, I've seen homeowners associations. No, thank you.
Yeah. What do you think Animal Crossing is? The only fantasy aspect.
A complicated why did the chicken cross the road joke?
The only fantasy aspects of the game are the fact that all of your neighbors are animals that talk, and that Tom Nook doesn't beat you up about the rent. You have to pay him, but you can do it whenever you want. And he's not an asshole about it.
Strange.
Other than that, everything is true to life.
Not my kind of game.
No, it's great. Did I already say this? Yes, I did.
Yes.
We collapsed with heavy sighs on the floor, then heaved great big yawns.
It's not even the end of the day yet, and I'm so tired.
Me too. Wait! She shot up suddenly with a jolt. We should get some ice cream!
Really?
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, something to celebrate being roommates. The ice cream here on campus is genuinely good, I promise.
I don't know.
Thank you, Hana.
And I'm paying.
Well, if that's the case, you've made an offer I can't refuse.
Sweet, let's go. The school shop was in a side building off the cafeter, packed with instant noodles and giant bottles of soda. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here more to spend time than money.
What a sad life.
Mai paid the cashier and we grabbed our ice cream cones, mine the one covered in sprinkles.
Wow, this is delicious.
Yeah.
I like it sprinkled.
Isn't it? We're lucky to have such a good food on campus. This place would be awful if we didn't. I nodded and was about to respond when I noticed a commotion outside. Now, I know that you said that I was doing Alice before for Mai, but now I'm just doing Bubbles for Mai.
I still hear more Alice.
Well, see, I'm just trying not to use grammar or punctuation.
That's fair.
Spaces, bubbles. I need spaces between the words if I'm going to hear them. Shout out. I've listened to those books a lot of times, you guys. Yeah, commotion outside. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Mai grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There, 3 boys wearing normal boots jackets were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple. This again.
What?
What are you talking about?
Mamma mia!
Oh, let's continue.
I am clearly the only one who possesses the proper masculine form.
Yeah, right. I'm taller than you and more attractive to boot. Okay, real talk.
to
Real talk.
boot.
I've watched 2 episodes of Continue in my time. I'm not even close to pretending that I know what their voices are like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So we're just kind of going with it.
room.
Come on, guys. Can you not see these muscles? Nick pulled back the sleeve of his jacket and flexed his arm. These guys are always going on about weird stuff like this. They're very energetic. Oh, yeah?
I can't remember who was
Yeah.
already voicing what. I have no context for these fuckers.
You only had Paul, I think.
Okay, I will be Paul.
Josh got into the downward-facing dog yoga pose and grinned.
Gross.
Look at this butt. Just look at this. What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared.
Oh, yeah?
Paul kneeled low to the ground, then took off at a sprint, heading straight for us.
Yeah!
Check this out!
He sprang into the air in a graceful ballerina's leap, spinning through the sky, and finally came straight for me. When I opened my eyes, I was sprawled flat on the ground, covered in dirt.
That's not dirt.
Something cold and wet oozed into the top of my blouse.
Nice. Did it have sprinkles?
Hana, are you okay? I sat up. Chunks of ice cream fell from my blouse to my skirt. That's not ice cream.
What happened?
Motherfucker.
Ah!
You ran into someone, you idiot!
My uniform. It's ruined.
For a few seconds, silence. Then, snickers rippled around me like the whining of cicadas. My throat closed up, water stinging my eyes.
No.
Not this. Not again.
I stood up, prepared to walk away with dignity, when the entirety of the Normal Boots Club suddenly appeared in front of my face!
What's up?
What happened here? I have no fucking clue.
No, you can do a good Jontron. I know you can. You've seen enough Jontron.
That doesn't mean I can do a good Jontron.
But you should.
Oh, okay.
Tears slid down my face. No, not here. I didn't want to cry in front of them.
Hey.
Hana, are you alright?
I'm going home.
Hana.
Wait, Hana!
It's fine. I just want to be alone for now.
Fuck Paul! It took all of my will not to run back to the dorm.
She just grabs Satch's hand as she goes
Yeah,
back. Just,
you're
"This is
coming
fine."
back to the dorm with me. He's like, copacetic. I immediately changed into my pajamas and climbed into bed, reaching for my stuffed rabbit, Mr. Rabbit. Or Mr. Bunny. It was one of those.
What am I going to do if this ends up just like last time?
Mr. Bunny stared at me with his big, lifeless eyes.
'Cause
Well,
you
if
did-
only you were excellent, you'd have a better time.
Yeah.
I squished him to my chest, losing myself in his soft fur. What were you going to say?
He's only dead because you didn't feed him.
Fuck! Jesus.
Yeah.
The door opened with a soft click.
Hana.
Hana, are you okay? I rolled over in bed to face the wall, pretending to be asleep. Yeah, okay. You didn't turn off any of the lights. Mai stood in the center of the room for a while, looking at me. Finally, she sat down at her desk and began to work on something. The sound of her pencil scratching against the paper stilled my mind. I don't know how many hours passed,
Hours.
but eventually I fell asleep. I woke up to my alarm beeping, feeling only dread of the hours to come. After the nightmare that was the ice cream incident yesterday, I never wanted to take another step out of my room. I curled up inside my blankets as my alarm went off. It was only the second day of school, and I felt the same as I did every morning at home. Mai, of course, was already up, and I could hear her hair straightener clap shut every few seconds from across the room. It's not her hair straightener. She's dummy thick, and her ass cheeks keep clapping.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ass cheeks keep clapping. Sorry, I fucked it up before.
It could just be a hair straightener. That is a thing people use.
No.
Not me, obviously. I got these crazy curls.
Yeah, you would... Well, I mean, you could. That'd be weird. Don't straighten your hair.
I'm not gonna.
Don't do that.
No, it'd be fucking horrible.
I felt bad about letting the alarm go off for so long, so I slid my hand out of the covers to switch it off. Hana! Hana! Get up, sleepyhead! I know you're awake! She punched me in the face. I didn't even have time to poke my head out before Mai's body slammed into the edge of my mattress, bouncing me up. She jumped from almost halfway across the room.
Morning.
Hi, you can't hide from Mai!
Sorry.
I was breathless, and I paused to calm my heart before speaking again. Are you worried about what happened yesterday? No one cares about it, Hana. I almost forgot about it myself.
No, you didn't. You lying bitch.
She must have seen my face. She brought an arm around my shoulders and pulled me closer to her.
Uh-huh.
For real though, we're gonna go to class and no one's even gonna mention that you made a huge fool out of yourself yesterday. Bitch! She didn't do shit. You fuck right off, girlfriend.
Oh yeah? You got the little sassy thing
I
going
do.
on and everything? You could have put that better.
Yeah, you could've. Fuck this bitch. I'm glad we're not begging you. I'm kidding. It must have been a huge scene, but it totally wasn't your fault. It was Paul, alright?
That's right.
When you jump, you have to calculate your trajectory. Like I just... What?
Where she jumped on the bed.
Yeah, I know, but why were you jumping? He could learn a lot from a master like me. Get dressed and cheer up. I could bottle up your gloom and sell it to a wizard. And what if you use it for evil? That's a strange thing to say.
Mai, I think you need help. But it's okay. I like to stick my dick in crazy. How's it going, girl?
That is true. You can't let that happen, Hana. Her smile was wide enough to bridge a gap between continents. The beginnings of tears pricked the back of my eyes, but this time they were for a different reason. I opened my closet and tried to avoid looking at the sad lump of clothing inside, slathered with dried-up ice cream. I only had 2 uniforms, which cost my dad an entire month's salary? Fuck! If I wasn't able to get the stain out of the uniform, what would I do? Sighing, I took my second uniform off its hanger and slipped it on as Maya waited impatiently for me. Ready to go?
I guess so.
Yeah!
Good! Just as Mai said, no one paid any special attention to me. Well, there were a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. As the lecture went on, my anxiety for the most part faded. I took to staring out the window to avoid eye contact. A few boys were out on the field playing soccer. Wait a second. Was that Pubagoo? I scooted closer, trying to get a better look.
Hana?
Yeah, yours was like the...
Yeah, I gotta get really breathy
Yeah.
for this. Alright, should probably sit up straight or something like that.
At the sound of my name, I leaped... Well, it should be leapt to attention, right?
If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battles, please feel free to enlighten us. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery.
Yo, real talk, if that's what they talk about in Japanese history class, that sounds pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Can we get that
Yeah.
here in America?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Like, look, man, Civil War, that's great. But samurai death battles?
dude, you have not begun to hear about the Civil War until you took school in the South.
Yes, but I actually know what happened and that it ended, unlike the South.
Hey, the South knows well that it ended, for now.
They just... It's a ceasefire.
Yes, Miss Shizuka. I'm sorry.
She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing happened. Oh, hey, it's Youngtown. A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to Brutalmus turned around and gave me a flashy thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure of what exactly he expected me to do. Then Ian turned around and socked him on the head.
Don't be a dick, Ian.
The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing.
I want to make a terrible joke, but I'm not gonna, because I like Ian too much.
I like both of them.
So never mind.
Don't forget, Hat in Time. This boy was Satan.
No, I get that. It's just... We can't seduce Ian, because he's not of that persuasion, right?
I wish that we could.
He likes blokes.
Right.
So he's probably used to punching him in the back of the head.
Oh no.
But that's rude, because that's assuming he's a top, and I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not gonna ask him.
Can we?
Don't. Please. Ian's eyes slid to me for a brief instant.
That's fair. I'm a horrible human being, people.
That
Thanks
is
for
true.
joining.
Then he looked away. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday, or they weren't even there? Was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes on Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch.
Okay, everyone is almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. You should work together to complete it if you have a hard time.
Well, if we need to complete something, I know who to call.
Also, as you may be aware, the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half.
This news was met with a few cheers as everyone started to pack up.
Since you have the day of the festival off, our first exam will be the day before.
Rude. There were no cheers this time.
Romance is wonderful, believe me. I know. But try not to let the festival distract you, okay?
Can we romance Miss Shizuka?
That would be great. I mean, she knows about romance.
I'm okay with this.
And she thinks it's wonderful. That is all. See you tomorrow.
Miss Shizuka flashed us and winked as she walked out the door.
Okay, sure.
What a weird teacher. That lecture was so boring. I hate samurai death battles. Mai walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria, trying to find a seat.
Didn't you say that yesterday?
Probably, but it's true for today too.
Yeah, it just means you're wrong twice.
Oh no! Help me, I'm going to die in boredom.
We have an assignment to keep us busy, Mai.
What?
We already have work to do?
How did you not hear that?
Mai sighed dramatically, then leaned to the side and rested her head in the crook of my neck. I reached up to pat her head a few times, but she straightened before I could do it. Oh god, Hana, Paul's walking over here. He's looking at you. Does he look angry to you? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's going to kick you again? Did he kick us?
I don't know.
The same Paul who humiliated me last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept coming closer.
Hey.
I'm glad I found you.
He keeps doing like this weird like fisting motion with the thumbs up every
Yeah.
time he talks with Paul's
just
voice.
Thumbs up.
I don't really understand what's going on here.
Just stick it right on in there.
He didn't look angry to me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile.
I wanted to make sure you weren't hurt or anything.
Yeah, now he's not doing it because I called him out on it.
Yeah. Steak? You ran off before I could properly apologize.
Yeah, now we traded in the thumb for the middle finger.
That's on like a little bitty rowing motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very strange shenan. I looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad was even worse. What did you think was going to happen? At the same time, the image of my ruined uniform popped into my mind. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed, or whether I was feeling something else entirely.
Just yell at him that he knows what he did, and white stains will never come out, and he owes you a new set of clothes. It'll work out perfectly.
Right.
I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerinaed too hard.
He tilted his head to the side.
Is ballerina a verb?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Alright. It's a shame you're not wearing the uniform from yesterday. I like the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. What the fuck, dude? Is every dude in this thing a creeper?
A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to slit my throat. My dumb, stupid hair! Everywhere I went, people made fun of it.
Quit being a main character.
I thought the normal Boots guys were different, and he was trying to apologize. How could he say something like that to me?
How could this happen to me?
Exactly. Not for the first time. I thought of dyeing it a different color, but quickly dismissed it. Paul was waiting for a response. Mai was giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. I mustered up my best smile, hoping it was at least somewhat convincing.
It's okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh and Nick and I feel really bad about everything. We've never made a girl cry before.
I don't believe that.
I certainly don't believe that. Well, not by physically injuring her, I guess.
There you go.
Thank you, but I was just going to scrub it in the sink.
Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaner, so I was surprisingly good at hand washing things.
That thing is going to need more than just hot water and soap. Trust me, I know a thing about stubborn stains.
Yes.
Tell you what, I have a friend who's a natural with that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. God damn. Just meet me later and bring your uniform. Okay? I'll try not to kick you this time.
Rude. I like to be kicked. Without giving me time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly back around. I flinched.
Are you and, Mai, right? Do you guys have a table? The cafeter. Okay. The cafeter's pretty full right now. You can sit with us if you want. Just for today.
Just for today?
Just for today.
Yes! Yes, we'll go. Right, Hana?
Sure.
Lunch with the Normal Boots Club? Maybe. Maybe I really could become friends with them. And then no one would bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream incident. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right.
All right. Follow me, ladies. Ladies.
But, since we're about to join the Normal Boots Club, I think that's a good start for the next episode.
Okay, so we're going to call it here?
Yeah.
All right.
So, let's do some shoutouts. I'm going to do a shout out to someone that I felt like I should have done one to a long time ago, but I held off for reasons. And I'm going to do a shout out to Jontron. Now, real talk, I was always kind of into YouTube, like, after it came out, like, a little bit here and there. But I wasn't as obsessed with YouTube as I am now until I discovered Jontron back in, like, I'm going to say, August 12. And I fell in love with his videos. And then, thus, I kind of trickled into the other Normal Boot stuff, too. And I really started to enjoy everything about video game YouTube stuff. And now that's just where I live.
And a great cover of Katy Perry's Firework.
That, too. So I fell in love with Jontron's channel, and at that time he was in Game Grumps, so there was not a whole lot of Jontron stuff going up. Not that there is now either. He does like 1 or 2 a year sometimes. But all the same, he has always been one of my favorites. Now, unfortunately, a little while ago, was that a year or 2 years ago? I don't know.
Yeah.
He said some racist shit on Twitter. And him and PBG got in like a big Twitter feud about it.
It wasn't even like blatantly racist, awful. You can look it up if you want. It was still just not okay.
It was not okay to say. And then he was wrong, and I believe he apologized for it. I a long time ago said that I'm not going to stop enjoying something just because the person who makes it I disagree with on things.
Right? Like we still eat at Chick-fil-A.
We still eat at Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to not watch Seven because of Kevin Spacey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still like Jontron's content. And I think that he was just mistaken about things, and hopefully he's seen the right side of it now. All the same, I think that of the Normal Boots people, with the exception of Gerard, I think that he has the best content. Not talking shit about anybody else right now, because they're all fucking great and way better than we are. But I love Jontron. I think that he's got amazing videos and humor and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's great.
With Flex Seal.
Flex Seal is a big one too, but you know, I was really into it with the video game stuff, and then he kind of moved on to movies and other stuff now. I enjoyed the safety video stuff recently as well.
Yeah, his career took a hit, took a lot of damage. He fixed it with Flex Seal.
It's
fine.
still doing just fucking fine.
Yeah.
Like way after all that.
Alright, so my shout out, keeping with the theme. The problem is that the person I want to do a shout out to, we've already done a shout out to. I can't do a shout out to Freddie Prinze Jr. again.
You could.
I mean, I could, but it feels kind of cheap.
Alright.
But then, the other day, Kevandre and I was looking up video game movies. Because we were just kind of curious, and he kind of has an odd fascination for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
It's not a good movie, but I enjoy it because it's I don't know, it's something about it. It's really good.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu is about to be the best video game movie of all time.
That is true.
But we came across one that neither of us had seen. I don't know why neither of us had seen it. Called Wing Commander. So now I'm doing a shout out to Wing Commander.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
Okay.
Don't
so
give a
he's
shit.
doing a shout out to a movie before he even sees it.
That's right. Because it has Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard, and a terrible score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Sounds pretty 90s.
It cannot get better than that.
Fair enough.
Cannot.
I didn't have.
At this point, it doesn't even matter what's in the movie. I'm gonna love it. It could be awful. It could be great. It could be worse than Hellboy. I would still love it.
I doubt it's worse than Hellboy.
That's true. It takes a lot to be worse than Hellboy.
Hellboy is really bad. The new one we're talking about.
The one that we saw today.
Yeah, it was
about 3 hours ago.
unfortunate.
Yeah, still love David Harbour.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to renege on that shout out. He's still a very fine boy, and I still wouldn't mind cuddling.
Okay.
Right?
But, yeah. Alright, guys. We will catch you next time with some more dating sim.
It's going to be great. Apparently we're joining normal boots next time.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Later, place.
Bye.